Yay Networks.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Clearly, when we intro ourselves and we're like, hi, and then burst out hysterical laughing, it's because we were having conversation before that.
It's like, okay, hurry up. We just got to jump into it. When we say hurry up, we're now starting at like 57. We've been recording for 57 minutes and you will never hear the first 57 minutes.
Well, you might. It could be a blooper of some sort.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
true.
But
That's
it
true.
could wind me up in court too. So I don't know. There's that.
You know, it's all good times. I'm Emily.
And I'm Laura.
And this is Cheers to That Shit, baby.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We have an exciting episode. We are doing our second story episode.
Yeah.
So,
And we've read a story or two here or there,
Yeah.
but we had a whole episode dedicated to stories. And today is another one.
yes. So if you have any crazy wedding stories, send them to stories@cheerstothatshit.com.
Yeah.
Or send us a DM. You can go on our website, whatever. Just get it to us.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Just get
We'll
it to us.
take it.
We'll take your stories. Anything fun going on in your life before we start?
I went to a concert last night. It was I won't say who it was just because, I don't want to throw any shade, but
Katy Perry. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, it was, not the best concert I've ever been to. Let's just say that. But I was out of the house. So there's that.
That's good.
That's a win.
Sometimes I just feel like I got to get out. Got to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Get a different.
I have a lot of stuff planned this weekend coming up. So
Okay. Well, tell us about it next week.
Okay.
Let's see. What have I done? I actually celebrated one of my friend's birthdays and we went to an escape room.
I wanted to do that over a holiday.
We need to do that. All of
Yeah.
us together.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think that
be,
would be fun.
I will say I'm very good at it.
We almost went to a one of those wreck-it rooms where you throw and crash
I want to
stuff.
do that.
There's one in Durham.
Is there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
we
I'm
should
trying
do
to
that.
fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bring your own stuff too.
Well, I don't want to ruin my stuff.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Oh, like if you were like going through a breakup or something, you could bring like your exes
or
and like destroy
just like
his
you were
shit.
getting new dishes and you took all your old dishes up there or whatever. You
okay.
can you
See,
can
I'm being
do that.
vengeful.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing it out of rage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have stuff there. Anywho. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So we did an escape room and because I'm competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. We did the hardest room there because I was like, no, we're doing it. And they were like, you get 3 hints, but we're not like super strict about it. So you can ask more. And I was like, we won't be asking any.
Right.
We're not asking for help. We don't need your help.
Right.
Don't fucking talk to us.
Yeah.
Don't even look at us. And so they have cameras in there. And I love my mother to death. She snuck in Fireball for us to take shots throughout us doing the escape room. So
you've heard that expression, the apple does not fall far from the tree, right?
The
you
apple
keep dropping
fell-
these hints about your mom, and I'm starting to see the relation.
the apple fell right under the tree.
Yeah.
Like she,
I'm not even sure it
I
fell
don't
off the
think it
tree.
fell at all.
It
She
just grew
still-
a twin.
Yeah, just like flopped over another. The trees are holding hands now. So yeah, she brought in Fireball. So we were taking like Fireball shots throughout, like, being sneaky, even though there are cameras literally in every fucking corner.
Ooh, don't
like,
watch me, camera.
"Woo-hoo, just kidding, you can't see me. But it was like a haunted hotel room.
Oh, sweet.
So things would like pop out and like, yeah, it was. So there was like a spider that fell from the ceiling and I spilt my shot all over my friend. I felt so bad, but I was just like, oh shit. And then there was another. So it was 2 rooms in one escape room, but you had to get the key to open the door to get into the actual. So it was like the lobby of the hotel and then like a hotel room.
Yeah.
So we've got the key to the hotel room. And there was like it was like a 60s based, and there was a radiator and you had to go put the knob on. That was part of the clue, and like turn the knob. And as you turn the knob, this big shock happens and the lights go out. I shit you not. I fucking fell back like I was being attacked by fucking Dracula. I screamed so loud like a bitch. Like I screamed like,
well, you're not expecting it.
Because and it literally sounded like the building lights went out. Like it was not like a pop, lights go out. It was like a like, and I was like, oh my God, like I fell back. And then when the lights,
that's the best though, the element of surprise.
oh yeah, no, it was great. When the lights went off, there was writing on the wall. It was like glowy writing. I literally started laughing so hard in the dark on my ass in the middle of this like room, and no one else could see. And they were all like, it wasn't like, are you okay? And I was like, y'all, thank God the lights are out, because I just looked like a fucking bitch. I jumped back like 3 feet, tripped over my legs, fell on the floor like a fucking idiot. It was a great time. So anyway, at the end, like when you get out, and we got out.
Yeah.
When you get out, you go and take the signs. So there was a sign there that was like, I screamed like a bitch. And I was like,
Yeah, I'll take that one.
yeah, that one's mine. I need that one. And the girl at the front who was watching, she was like, I know.
Oh
like,
my God.
Thanks.
Oh.
But anyway, so it was really fun. It was a good time. So yeah, we definitely.
I suggested that over when all my kids were home not too long ago, that we do that. And then Mateo had suggested, what about one of those,
break rooms?
Break rooms. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, we need to do that. We had some other stuff planned, so we never got around to it, but we might have to do that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So,
I'll do an escape room. They were so much fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else going on exciting? Have you screamed like a bitch lately?
Nope. Can't say that I have. I almost snored through that concert last night though, but it was a good time.
Speaking of that, when I went to New York when I was like in 9th grade.
So never mind.
And I fell asleep during the Producers on Broadway because I was so tired. It wasn't because it was boring, because I was so tired.
Yeah.
And halfway through, one of my friends was like, "Oh my God, that was so funny." I was like, "Okay, that was so funny."
I fell asleep in the water show, Cirque du Soleil. Oh, the water show. Well,
is that why you don't want to go see it in Vegas?
No, I mean, I went
night.
I had traveled to Vegas, so my time was messed up,
yeah.
and I had a couple of cocktails, and it was a night, like a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock show.
Were you
and
snoring?
It's just the music was very soothing, and the water, and I was just like
that snore is real, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That is a real snore that happens.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Oh. Well, we have some other fun stories to tell today.
Yes. Now we're going to get to the
that.
stories. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go?
Sure.
Wait,
okay.
see
We have what? You have some and I have some?
Yeah.
I haven't read any of these, by the way.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yours is a good last one.
Okay.
I like
Awesome.
speaking of element surprise, I like Laura to be surprised. So I like skim through them really quickly. And then, yeah. And then, yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. So this one, this one is called Cheater Pumpkin Eater.
Wow. Okay.
Buckle up, because this one is a doozy. I, the bride, had the most beautiful wedding planned. We were so excited, and nothing had gone wrong throughout the entire planning process. It was stressful, yes, but things kept rolling right along, which I know now from listening to your podcast is very rare. Very true. The day of the wedding, I should say 30 minutes before the ceremony, shit really hit the fan. A guest came with his +1, who was the ex-girlfriend of one of the groomsmen. We didn't invite her. We just gave him a +1.
Oh boy.
That particular groomsman, the +1's ex, was ushering people to their seats and helping greet wedding guests. I should note that the groomsman, we can call him Mike, brought his girlfriend, and she was already seated for the ceremony to start. Apparently, Mike and his ex-girlfriend did not end on good terms due to him cheating with his now new girlfriend, who was sitting at the ceremony.
Nice. Three's a crowd, everybody.
Oh boy. I should add that the cheating happened 2 years before our wedding. Okay.
Okay. So there's a lot of time this past year.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe not.
In all caps, I could hear the screaming from the bridal suite. The new girlfriend was yelling, calling her a stalker. The ex was calling her a whore, among other very colorful names. Both guys were trying to calm them down.
Both guys were groomsmen?
No, one was a guest with the ex-girlfriend of the groomsman.
Oh, okay.
And the groomsman had his girlfriend there.
Okay.
Both guys were trying to calm them down and clearly very embarrassed. I'm still not sure who started the drama, but my mom and my wedding planner finished it. I've never seen my mom run so fast. They were downstairs and outside in what seemed like seconds. Mike, the groomsman, and his girlfriend were able to stay since Mike was in the wedding, but the other couple was asked to leave. Ooh. The wedding planner also pulled Mike's girlfriend aside and told her another outburst like that, and she'll be escorted off the premises.
This is the new girlfriend.
This is the new girlfriend.
Why is she creating drama?
I don't know. I'd have to ask
I mean,
her.
she got the guy, right? So
I guess, yeah.
there you go.
I don't know. I don't know. She said she wasn't sure who started it.
Okay.
The rest of the wedding was fine, and she did come up and apologize during the reception. At that point, I didn't really care anymore. I was happy and in love and a newlywed. Mike and his girlfriend are still together, by the way. Not really sure about the other couple, though. Hannah from South Carolina.
Yeah, well, obviously she doesn't know about the other couple because they were asked to leave. So how obviously they're not friends anymore. How would she know what was happening with them?
Which, okay, this leads me to, and we can go into the second story, not when we have to dissect all this. But if you invited the other guy that wasn't,
if
the
you invited a
groomsman,
guest with a +1,
why would you not just ask the ex to leave or like just separate them? Like you invited that person for a reason.
right?
So he was kicked out because his new date, whatever. And then secondly, you know whose wedding. She knows the wedding that she's going to.
Right.
Like that's what
I feel
gets
like
me.
that's I mean, so the guy was in the wedding
With his new girlfriend.
with his
not new girlfriend. I mean, they've been
or
dating for 2 years.
a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Guy's in the wedding party, brings his girlfriend that he's dating. Other guy friend gets invited, brings a girl he's dating that used to date the other groomsman.
And like you know that
you
she
know
knew.
that.
You know she knew.
That
He may not have known.
somebody knows.
She knew.
Somebody knows. Yeah, she knew.
She knew.
She knew 100%. She knows she's going to this wedding with this new guy she's dating that she used to date the other groomsman.
Correct.
You know that.
Yeah.
And
So
you
I mean,
want
maybe
drama.
the new girlfriend calling her a stalker.
Yeah.
Isn't far fetched.
Yeah.
All right. You go.
Okay.
Okay. You go.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. And again, let me just preface by I haven't read any of these stories. Emily
know.
pulls these for me. So
I skimmed them.
this is the first time, so don't judge me on my reading skills. Okay. That's why I'm wearing my glasses this entire episode so I can actually see what I'm talking about. All right. Wedding photographer fail. Hi, all. I am a wedding photographer. Oh, this is from a vendor.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm a wedding photographer and have done well over 100 weddings. So I have seen my fair share of drama, but one wedding in particular will always stand out. The couple themselves were wonderful, great communication, and so bubbly. When I did their engagement shoot, I remember thinking how easy and fun this wedding would be.
Aww.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right?
Fast forward to the bridal shoot. The bride, her mom, and her wedding planner were there for the shoot. We started taking pictures and again, going great. She's beautiful, takes great direction. And then about 10 minutes in, her mom starts giving me pointers and telling me her daughter's best angles. Ruh-roh. Oh boy. Again, I've done many weddings, so I'm used to the overbearing mother type. I smile, say thank you, and keep on with the shoot. Apparently, that wasn't good enough because the mom started physically positioning her daughter. I asked her very nicely to let me do my job. I explained sometimes poses look awkward in person, but on camera they are great. And side note, I can attest to that 100%. She completely ignored me. I could tell the bride was getting annoyed and embarrassed. I kept on as best I could. We were now 45 minutes in, and I had maybe taken 3 shots the bride asked for.
Ooh.
I tried to be nice many times and telling the mother she needed to just trust me and the process. I even tried to talk to the wedding planner when the mom went to the bathroom, and she chuckled and said, "Good luck." Well, I'm embarrassed to say about 20 minutes later, I lost it. I wouldn't be embarrassed at all because, push my buttons.
Yeah.
I yelled at her to leave my shoot and get out. Get out of my shoot.
Leave!
She was making everyone uncomfortable, and the pictures and angles she was forcing me to take were absolute crap. If she thinks she can do better, go get your own camera and have at it. Preach.
Oh.
I know, I felt awful and so unprofessional. Of course, she screamed back at me, calling me every name under the sun, telling me that she only cut in because her daughter hated the engagement pictures and she felt she needed to help her out since I clearly had no intention of trying to make her look good.
Oh, shit.
Then she fired me. I was shocked. I got my things and I left. The daughter called me the next day to explain and said her mom has always been a handful.
Oh, that's sweet.
Bless her heart. She told me she did love her engagement pictures and that she really wants me to photograph her wedding. We chatted a bit, But ultimately, I told her I could not be her wedding photographer. Her parents were paying, and I could not risk not being paid.
Right.
I sent her all the pictures from the bridal shoot along with my recommendations for another photographer. I will say I've never been fired since that moment, but I do have a better process at vetting the weddings that I do. You ladies are great, and I absolutely love your podcast. Thank you. Okay, I just have a comment. If you know your mom is like that, why are you bringing her to your bridal portrait shoot?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me back that up a second. As of being a mother of the bride, I know why she probably had her mom there.
Yeah,
and
I brought my mom
probably
too.
why her mom wanted to be there. But if you know your mom's probably going to step in and do that, then wow, why didn't she say anything? Why didn't the bride step? And I don't know. This is from the photographer, so maybe she did. I don't know. But I know for a fact, if I had been doing that, Jackie would have been like, "Mom, stop."
Yeah.
Especially if I was known to be like that.
Yeah.
She would have been like, "You sit over there and just let the photographer do their job."
Well, the fact that the mom fired the photographer.
Well, she was paying for it.
That's true.
She was paying for it. So the bride probably, I mean, so
but then the bride to email her back and be like, please, like, I want you to be my photographer. I loved my pictures. Like, I mean, I honestly, I gotta say, I think I side with the photographer on this one.
Like, I do too.
Yeah. I
totally side with the photographer on this because the bride knows her mom is like this. The mom probably knows the daughter liked the engagement pictures.
Oh yeah. She's just being a bitch.
She's
she's being difficult.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry for you, little bride.
Little bride
And wedding photographer. Good for you for updating your vetting process because that's super important.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to read this one next. Okay. Bachelorette party gone too far. Hey ladies, I seriously love your podcast. Thank you. Me and 5 other girls have been best friends since middle school. I love that.
Yep.
We are so close and I love that I have them in my life. Amanda was the first one of us to get married and we were also excited to plan her wedding. Let me add that we were all just out of college, so about 21, 22, aka broke as fuck. None of our families are extremely well off either, but we knew that they would be able to help us with some things like the bridesmaid dresses and other necessities. However, we were all told that the bachelorette trip was our own responsibility. Good luck. We all kind of knew.
Isn't that normal? Isn't that normal?
I think it's normal, but like to be 21 and 22, like that's young.
I mean, that's
like financially. But I'm saying like financially.
Okay, then
that's
you're just gonna have to go to the local watering hole and have yourself some drinks with peanut straws. I don't know. You ain't gonna be going to Charleston or Nashville or.
Well, let's see.
We talked about that in an episode.
We did.
Yeah.
We all kind of knew what Amanda wanted to do for her bachelorette party, but when you start planning and you don't have money, things get ... interesting to say the least.
AKA raunchy.
Right. She wanted to go to NOLA, New Orleans. Right away, I was a little worried about the flight and hotel. We all worked through college and had jobs right after graduation, so we could make it work. It would just be tight. I don't know if either of you have ever been to NOLA on a bachelorette trip, but it's crazy. My best friend, her bachelorette party was in New Orleans. Yeah. I have stories.
I think when you go to New Orleans, you just have a big sign on your face that says, "I'm asking for trouble."
Yeah. You can drink on the streets. The bars don't close. And everywhere you go, there are people ready to buy you shots.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah. But if you have a big sash on that says, "I'm getting married," that's just, I don't care where you could go to BFE and they're going to be like, "Here's the shot."
Here it is. Needless to say, we got absolutely trashed, like blackout. What's my name? Why don't I have shoes on? Trashed.
That sounds like a Carrie Underwood song. I don't even know my last name.
I don't even know my last name. Where am I? Okay. I came to in this dirty strip club off Bourbon Street where the dancers had voodoo masks.
Oh my God.
Voodoo mask on, and the whole bar was super creepy. I
came to?
Like, I guess she was blackout.
No, I mean, I know what that means.
Yeah.
How long has she been like that? Like, I came to? You don't just I'm going to pass out for a second. Okay, I came to.
Or I don't know. Where the dance had voodoo mat and the bar was super creepy. I should also add that we were with a really sketchy group of guys at this point. No clue how we met them or when they joined up with us. One of my friends was making out with one guy, and Amanda, the bride, was passed out in the lap of another guy. It took everything in me to stand up and get them all out, but we left, got back to the hotel, and all woke up extremely confused. We did have a good time, but that night is one that will stick with us forever. Sam, she, her, from Virginia.
So what happens in NOLA stays in NOLA? That
I
sounds
guess
like
because you can't fucking remember.
that sounds like the movie The Hangover.
So I have a funny New Orleans story. When I went, my best friend, her bachelorette party was in New Orleans, and we had gone, and she had a white dress on and a sash, and every bar we went to, like, no one was paying any attention to us. Like, no one was buying us drinks, nothing. And we were like, what the fuck? This is so stupid. So she was like, you know what? I'm done. She took her crown off. She took her sash off, left it in the middle of Bourbon Street. The next bar we walked into, it was a group of like 7 or 8 of us. The next bar we walked into, we walked in on one side, walked down to the other side of the bar. And by the time we got to the other side of the bar, there were drinks waiting for us. Like, that's how quick someone was like, buy that group of girls around of drinks.
Okay. So
and we got shitty.
Yeah. So here's my thought on that. They see a group of girls together, decked out with the bachelorette stuff. Do they think that
last hurrah?
Yeah.
Probably.
Or just have some preconceived idea of like, yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm staying away from that. Or like, oh, this is going to be a short, whatever. I have no chance kind of thing.
Well, I
and
don't
they
know.
leave them
Because
alone.
like we thought, oh, like bachelorette party, like
everyone's like, yay, good for you.
Nobody.
Here's
Nobody.
Yeah.
And then she took it off.
Yeah.
At that point forward, we didn't pull our card out at all.
Yeah. So that just makes me wonder if they were thinking like, yeah, let's get these girls, let's take them back to our hotel. Like that it could be more. I don't know. I mean, not that anyone's in that situation is looking for a long-term relationship, long-term being 24 hours.
Life? Like, well, I'm getting married in 2 weeks, but like up until that point, I'm pretty free.
But the other thing is, people could think like, oh, they're just looking for free drinks tonight. Dressed up in the bachelor, which they are.
Which, that's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just thinking
Thinking
of
through the
scenarios
process.
in my head.
All right.
All right. Speaking of bachelorette, I have a worst batch party ever.
Oh, nice.
I'm seeing a theme here. And if you did not listen to our bachelorette batch episode that we did about, guys parties, girls parties, joint parties and all that, you should go back and listen to that because we talked about a lot of this stuff.
It was good.
Okay, worst batch party ever. I listened to your episode about combining the batch parties together.
There you go.
And I wanted to throw up.
Oh,
perfect.
That's what, you know what?
That's every podcaster wants to hear.
That's what we hope to induce out of you.
Unless this is a good.
I hope we
let me
pull
explain.
out those.
Let me explain. Not me, her.
Okay.
Person. I don't know. They didn't sign it. My best friend was getting married and she asked me to be her maid of honor. I was so excited and I couldn't wait to plan her bachelorette party. We had been talking about this since we were 10 and I knew exactly what I was going to do. I had already reached out to the bridal party and the planning for the trip was in full swing when she calls and hits me with, Josh and I have decided to combine our bachelorette parties. Just so you know, names have been changed for the story.
Oh, good. Oh, shit. I don't know if the other one was
crushed. But if that's what she wanted, then whatever. I texted all the girls to tell them the change of plans and they were pissed. A few days later, I called the bride, Mary, and told her I had been working really hard on our bachelorette trip, and the girls and I were pretty disappointed to find out it wouldn't just be us anymore. I did my best to stay calm. I even told her we all understood it was ultimately her and Josh's decision, and at the end of the day, we just wanted to celebrate them.
Fair.
Wah, wah.
I know,
you know that's not
sucks.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, right. No, like I don't want to celebrate you.
Oh,
bitch.
I've only
I'm
been thinking about this since we were 10. Sure, honey. It's all about
I just want to be. I just want you to be happy.
I'm sure you can imagine, but that conversation went horribly. She yelled at me, told me I was a selfish friend, and then had the nerve to tell me if this is how I felt, maybe I shouldn't be her maid of honor.
Oh,
I wanted to cry. I'm the least confrontational person. I hear you. So even calling and confronting her about this was a big deal for me. I apologized over and over and just did my best to brush to rush off the phone. Oh my God. Okay. All right, I'll just finish reading because I have some thoughts about this. We didn't talk for like a week and I was freaking out. I reached out to the best man to talk to him to see what plans he had made so far and if we could
None.
combine some ideas and make the most out of this situation. Of course, he hadn't thought of anything, but said he'd be happy to help. No.
I'm sure.
He and I started talking and we were on the phone for about an hour when he let it slip that it was Josh's idea to combine the batch parties. Josh being the groom.
Mhm.
I was honestly shocked because I didn't think any guy would want a bunch of girls to crash their bachelor weekend. Apparently, it was a huge fight between Josh and Mary. When I asked the best man why Josh wanted to combine them, he said, I shit you not. Apparently, Josh thinks it's very disrespectful for any penis games or decorations to be around Mary when he's not there, and was really not happy that Mary wanted to go to a men's striptease show. Well, the truth comes out.
Joshy Josh.
I have never rolled my eyes so hard. What an insecure brat.
I was thinking other words, but
Well, I was going to
100%,
say
yeah.
that too. I was thinking other words. Anyway, the trip went on as a combined batch party and it was less than exciting. We did everything Josh wanted to. I felt so bad for Mary. One good thing to come of all of this, me and the best man started dating and now we're engaged. We're getting married in spring of 2024. Woo! Okay.
Wait,
so
hold on. I need to know. I have questions too. I need to know if Mary and Josh
Are still
happy
together.
and still together.
Yeah.
What an insecure fucking controlling fuck.
Yep. Wanting a submissive wife who isn't going to be around, whatever. Oh my
Disrespectful
God.
to be around penis straws. So you have a micropeen.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from that. Your penis is teeny tiny little baby pee and you are
Let me tell you something.
scarred.
I come from a different time period of planning weddings and bachelor. No, seriously.
Yeah, I know. Well, you
Okay.
went to Chippendales.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Girls and guys are just as bad.
Yeah.
Equally as bad. Equally as bad.
Equal.
Girls have penis straws
Yeah.
and penis cakes and whatever you want to say.
Listen, we
and
like
go
the
to a
male
male
bod.
and
Yeah.
go to a male strip
Yeah.
club, and guys do the same fucking thing.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
No.
So this guy needs to get over himself.
Right,
What
like-
was he going to do? What was he going to do on his bachelor?
Like, so you didn't want to go to a strip club
So he only wanted to combine it
to
because
control her.
To control her. Yep.
Fucking fucker.
Hey, whoever you are,
Whatever your real name is, Josh, fuck you.
and I need to know if Josh and Mary are still together. And I want to know how your wedding is going.
Oh,
Spring of
yeah.
24. Girl, you better be
Yeah.
you better be writing back.
Yep. Yeah.
Writing back with some stories. Good ones.
Mhm.
Good vibes only. Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations. Oh, what's her name?
She didn't say.
Oh, congratulations, you. Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you.
Getting married to best man in spring of 2024.
That's actually really cute. What a cute. That's like a cute little
Yeah,
meet cute. Is that what that's
that
called?
is a meet cute.
That's a cute meet cute.
That is
We were
a-
on the phone for an hour. What were you, girl? What are you talking? I bet they hooked up on that bachelorette trip.
I bet they did too.
Girl, you better send us that story. All right. Okay. Next one. No kids is the way to go.
Wait, what?
No. Oh. Bye, girls. You gotta go. No kids wedding is the way. I forgot the wedding part. I'm like, no kids. Fuck him. Get him out of
I was
here.
like, wait, what are we talking
Ryan
about?
dropped the girls off. I don't want him anymore. They gotta go. No kids wedding is the way to go.
Okay, makes more sense.
Sorry about that. Hey, Emily and Laura. I hope this story makes it. It's short, but I think it's absolutely hilarious. It made it. When my partner and I got married, she really did not want kids at our wedding. The wedding was going to be very small and intimate, anyway, and she was very adamant about not having anyone under the age of 21. I get that. I, however, am very close with my family, and since my niece was born, I knew I wanted her to be our flower girl. My fiance and I were able to compromise. My niece could come to the ceremony, but my brother would have to find a sitter to take her back home immediately after the pictures. I was extremely excited. Sorry,
Fair
take a
enough.
breath.
No, I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I do too. My niece, who was 3 at the time, felt like a princess and looked like one too, if I do say so myself. She had so much fun picking out her dress, getting her hair done, and felt very fancy that she was able to wear pink lip gloss the day of the wedding.
Aww.
It's so cute. As far as 3-year-olds go, she is really very well behaved. She hadn't had a tantrum throughout any fittings, and she did so good on the night of the rehearsal. Uh-oh. Cut to the
But-
however, cut to the day of the wedding, and I swear to God, she had been possessed. She came about an hour before the ceremony so she and I could get some pictures together. After about 5 minutes of pictures, she was done. And I mean done. She was ready to leave, having a nice tantrum, screaming. It was everything a blushing bride wants on her wedding day. I felt so bad because this is exactly why my now wife didn't want any kids at our wedding. My sister-in-law was able to calm my niece down a few minutes before the ceremony. I thought, okay, good. I just have to make it 20 more minutes, and then she can go home. Screw the pictures after. Nope. She got to the aisle and freaks out, threw her basket on the ground, collapsed on the floor, screaming and crying. Everyone was so great about trying to cheer her on, but my precious little imp of a niece was done. My brother ended up walking down the aisle, picking her up, and had to comfort her throughout the entire ceremony. The rest of the wedding was great, and my wife and I can laugh about it now. I definitely recommend no young kids at your wedding, though, no matter how cute they will look in tulle. Christina.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just preface by saying I have 4 children. I am pro children, pro family, pro all of that. But you know what? There are just certain times where kids shouldn't be there.
Yeah. I think flower girls, grooms, or
I think
what, the
the
ring
cer-
bearer or whatever.
the
I think it's so
ceremony,
cute,
it's
but
ju-
it's so distracting.
It is distracting, but if you're going to have them anywhere, maybe that part of it is fine. I kind of feel like, and this is going to sound super, I don't know, make whatever you want of it. But if you're having a big party, DJ,
Mhm.
drinking, alcohol, you don't need children there.
No.
It's late at night.
Yeah.
It's out of their normal routine. It's past their bedtime.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Last night we were at this concert.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it was 8:00 concert,
Yeah.
goes on for a couple hours. And my thought is get a babysitter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was a little girl on the row behind me, and the row behind me was kind of empty, but she had her feet up on the thing and was doing this the whole time to the music. And I was like, I'm gonna kill her. And,
Mhm.
you know, my mom always had this idea that children need to be taught
Yes.
and
Oh,
how
yeah.
to behave when they're
Yes.
out. Like, you sit still.
Yeah.
You know, if
We
your
don't do that.
kid's doing that,
Yeah.
you remove from the situation. How else are they supposed to learn?
Right.
But there are also situations where you just, if you know that your child isn't going to do well in that, then you just don't go. So an 8:00 concert, you
would
don't
never.
go.
I would never.
You don't take them.
Right.
Church on Sunday morning. Okay.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to sit and behave, whatever. But yeah, just going back to the whole children at the wedding, you know, you're drinking,
Yeah.
it's late at night, it's out of what their normal routine is. Get a babysitter.
Well, and then that sounded too like she had been through a lot in
Well,
that week.
yeah.
Like you have the rehearsal, you have everything.
Yes.
Like at that point, she's probably like at her max.
Yes, like
so she's no longer having
fun,
fun.
cutesy, I'm having fun, I dressed up in my dress part is over.
It's over. Yeah.
It is over.
And now she has to perform. And now she has to go on this, you know, stage, all eyes on
Yeah.
her. And she's like, I'm tired. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I got the
And
dress.
a
I did-
3-year-old doesn't know. Like a
Right.
3-year-old doesn't know. Like, can you just pull it together for 20 minutes, please? Like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
They don't
Can you
even
get
know
your-
what that
They're like,
means.
I don't know what that means. Like,
Shit, I can't pull it together
that's
for 20
2
minutes
episodes of
sometimes.
Bluey. Can you get your ass up for 2 episodes of Bluey, please? Thank you. Like,
Well, and then then that just takes that just makes me go down a path. Then you have the iPad at the reception keeping the
No.
kid entertained
No.
or
I will say, so we didn't want kids at our wedding, but Ryan's cousin ended up having to bring her 2 kids. Her little boy, I don't think I saw him at all, but her little girl, who I want to say was like 5-ish, 4 or 5 at the wedding, she danced with us all night. She was great. And then she ended up crashing and they let, like, there was no fit. And I was pretty upset that she had to come because, you know, I'm a bride and I'm dramatic. But it ended up being really fine. Like she danced, she had a good time. And when it was time to go, they didn't allow for tantrums to happen. They were like, and remove, goodbye.
Yeah. My 2 nieces who are, you know, a lot older now, when we got married, I want to say they were, I don't know, maybe 6 and 4, something like that. But we laid like a blanket down over in the corner, and they just crashed and fell asleep on the floor
Aw.
at the reception in
Great
the
night.
middle.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. We had pictures of them sleeping on the floor. It was really
Cute.
cute. But you have to play that by ear. You have to think about your family and the family dynamic when it comes to that. But
Well, and the fact that they were able to compromise, like a sitter was coming right after the ceremony,
Yeah.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's all they need. Like
Yes.
the ceremony itself
the
can be very
parents
hyped up.
need to
too.
have a good time as well.
Yes.
And when you're over, taking care of your kid, trying
It's
to
not fun.
do whatever you need to do to keep them from being loud or whatever, when they're not in their normal environment and they're off their schedule, that's when really kids go awry, is when they get off their schedule. So there is no amount of an iPad cartoon that can
it's bedtime.
Yeah.
All right. Last story.
Okay, last story. Oh God, this one, dad jokes for days. This is right on my alley. I hate dad jokes. Okay. Hey, again, this is not a shitty wedding story, but it makes me laugh, so I thought I'd share.
Oh, cute.
Perfect. My dad has always been a big prankster. When I was younger, he would constantly find ways to embarrass me. Well, that is the job of dads.
There you go.
Okay. He would do things as small as hiding fake spiders. No, that's not funny.
Wait, what?
Hiding fake spiders in my bed. Small pranks to big pranks, like having his best friend, the police officer, talk to his buddies and have me chased down on the highway 3 weeks. Not after I got my driver's license. Now that's funny. Yes. Don't put the fake spiders in my bed, but
You can chase me down on the highway.
Yes, that's hilarious. Needless to say, I had to make a very strict rule about no wedding pranks.
Fair.
Okay. I told him how serious I was and that if he did anything to ruin my day, I would never forgive him, that would be too far. We warned all of our wedding vendors and made a plan with our wedding planner that if a prank were to occur, clearly I've been traumatized by his pranks.
Shit.
She's taking it to a whole nother level.
She's like,
now.
wedding planner, we need a backup plan.
Or I'm sorry, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is taking it to a whole nother level. It was the night of the rehearsal dinner and everything was going great. No pranks had been made around anything wedding related, and I was so relieved. We had a cocktail hour before dinner, so everyone was mingling and in their own conversations. Someone from the restaurant walked into the event space, very rushed with a worried look on her face. She whispered something into my fiance's mom's ear, and then my future mother-in-law and father-in-law walked out. A couple of minutes later, my future father-in-law came back in and whispered something to my mom. Her face looked like she had seen a ghost. At this point, I'm starting to get worried. I start walking over to my mom when 3 police officers storm in, yell my fiance's name, and arrest him in the middle of our wedding rehearsal. I freaked out and demanded to know what was going on. I explained we were getting married tomorrow and that he hasn't done anything wrong. My parents, his parents, and I are all standing around him demanding answers. All of our guests are now completely confused and, of course, watching the train wreck that's happening in front of them. I'm so sorry, Rhode Island. This is so funny. Oh, she said she's laughing about it now. As they, watching the train wreck, blah, blah, blah. As they are walking my fiance out the door in handcuffs, my dad yells out, all right, I'll drop the charges as long as he pays up tonight. My dad, my fiance, his parents, and my dad's cop best friends all burst out laughing. My mom and I stood there shocked, even though we should have known better. My dad said he never planned to prank me during any wedding functions, but because I kept harping on it, he just had to. No pranks were done at the wedding, and now I can laugh about this. Now, Lane from Rhode Island.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. I could see Lane from Rhode Island why. Oh, you're just like at
what a typical dad
of your
response
rope.
to be like, I wasn't going to do anything, but because you wouldn't shut up about it, I had to do a prank. Like,
oh my God. But then to say, I'll drop the charges if you pay up tonight. I don't know. That's freaking funny. It's always funny when it happens to somebody else, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. If you guys have any stories If you guys have any stories, send them to stories@cheerstothatshit.com. You can, if you don't want to sign your name, you can always go on our website, cheerstothatshit.com, and submit them anonymously.
Yeah. Or you can change your name.
Yeah, or you can do that.
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care. Just send us your story. I don't care. I don't care what your name is. You don't even have to sign it. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Watch our episodes. Listen, subscribe, like, whatever you do. And we'll be back next week.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers to that shit.